I hope this is important, because I'm headed to Mansell's for breakfast. I'm hungrier than a wolf. I came home to an empty refrigerator. Hey, how was your long weekend? Good. How about yours? Same old thing. Clean house, take the kids somewhere, do laundry, take the kids somewhere. Rusty chuckled. Cheryl might complain good-naturedly, but she was a devoted parent. Anything good happen while I was gone? No, it's been boring, but that might change. I just monitored a dispatch for the ambulance to go out to Carla-Ryder's place. Carla-Ryder's last name had been Blanchard for 10 years, but the Salvation citizens still called her Carla-Ryder. You mean to Blanchard's or to the old man's? What's up? Sorry, I mean Blanchard's. I don't know what's going on. No 911 call came in here. I contacted the hospital to see if I could find out, but the only person I could get on the phone was Paula Flores. You know how that went. I couldn't understand her. But it sounds like it wouldn't hurt if someone went out there. Since it's the Ryder clan, I thought you might want to handle it personally. Cheryl Hopkins was Rusty's go-to girl. He had hired her when he took office this past January. Besides having years of experience in a neighboring county sheriff's office, she had a deeply ingrained sense of right and wrong, and had been thrilled when Rusty defeated the corrupt former sheriff, Jack Balderson, in last fall's election. She was more loyal than a wife, and was almost psychic when it came to recognizing trouble. If she thought he should go to Blanchard's house, he probably should. I guess breakfast will have to wait. I'm on my way. He disconnected and accelerated, rolling west on the Eunice Highway. Rusty had never been to the Blanchard Horse Ranch, but he knew it was 10 miles west of town. He had passed its entrance many times. He arrived in 12 minutes at the turn-in, identified by an oversized mailbox. A sign in the corner of the fenced pasture read, Little Red Lena standing at stud. In the distance, a cluster of buildings dotted the horizon. He rumbled across the cattle guard entrance and plowed up the long caliche driveway, slowing when he reached a Y on the road. The left fork turned off toward a sprawling ranch house, its red-tiled roof a sharp contrast to its white walls. The straight leg went to a cluster of outbuildings and corrals where he saw activity. He headed in that direction. Nearing an arena close to a huge beige barn, he saw one of Sanderson County's 2 ambulances backed up to the gate, and a Lexus SUV parked at a crooked angle beside it. He recognized the silver Lexus as belonging to Elena-Ryder, Carla's younger sister. He couldn't imagine why she was here at her sister's house so early in the morning. The sun had been up less than an hour. A blanket-covered mound lay on a gurney just outside the ambulance's double doors. A sinking feeling filled Rusty's chest. One of Blanchard's kids was his first thought. But the blanket's profile looked too large for a child. Pulling the sheriff department's Crown Victoria to a stop beside the ambulance, he swung out of the driver's seat and rounded the front end. Jimmy Don Estes, one of the volunteer EMTs who most frequently rode in the ambulance, stood beside the gurney, awaiting Rusty's approach. His mouth was set in a grim line, and he was running a loop of rope through his fingers. He spoke before Rusty asked. Carla-Ryder, he said. A burst of adrenaline shot through Rusty's system, and his heartbeat kicked up. He had known Carla since he was 10 years old. They were the same age, had been in the same grade all through school. He glanced toward the shed attached to the arena, where a female EMT was cradling a wailing Elena-Ryder in her arms. What happened? He asked Jimmy Don. The EMT tilted his head toward a sleek, midnight black horse, standing regally on the far side of the arena. That some bitch right there. Rusty stared at the horse, a young stallion, rope halter, no saddle. A dozen scenarios ran through Rusty's head, tugging his brow into a frown. He throw her off or what? Nobody knows.